Hey everyone, Skylinks here, bringing you another video review. Doing a very requested review, which I'm surprised of because there's a lot of videos out of this guy out there. So, we're doing Generation 1 Soundwave. Just to give you guys a heads up, this is the Toys R Us reissue of Soundwave. So anyways, on to Soundwave. Give you a little description of Soundwave's personality. He has none. Soundwave is a cold-blooded murderer. He is a killer and he's an assassin. He has no emotions whatsoever. I think he laughs only twice through the whole entire show. And he's really, really emotionless. That's basically what it is. It's pretty interesting for a communication officer. He was also the most trusted out of all Megatron's soldiers for Megatron. He's the closest thing Megatron ever has for being a friend. And this is very evident in that when Soundwave dies in the Japanese headmasters, Galvatron grieves for him. So that's an interesting note. The reason why he's so trusted out of all Megatron's troops is because he reports every little thing that happens to Megatron. Whether it's a Decepticon or if it's Autobot that he's reporting on, he reports every little thing. He is incredibly loyal to Megatron. He knows Megatron's the man for a job. He knows Megatron will lead him to victory, but he's not stupidly loyal. When it comes down to it, when Megatron died, he was right there wanting to become leader. And this isn't because he didn't like Megatron. This is because he just wanted power. I mean, come on, he's a Decepticon. But yes, he is the most loyal out of all of Megatron's troops. He's also the only character that survives all 4 seasons of Transformers. Or not the only, but one of the only. And he's very predominant in Season 3 and 4, which is surprising because a lot of the first wave Transformers, Season 1 and 2, weren't that very predominant in the Season 3. It was mainly the new records and all that. So anyways, yes, that's Soundwave. Soundwave is communication officer, no emotion, most loyal to Megatron. That's about all you can say about Soundwave. He does show up in Beast Wars, but he is in his stasis lock. Now, onto the figure himself. This is the Toys R Us reissue. So it's basically the Sound Blaster toy recolored out to Soundwave. Or you can just say the Soundwave figure with an extra holding capacity for the tape deck. Inside, he can hold the tapes, which you can see here. This is Ravage. I will do a separate review on Ravage and all the other tapes that go into him, if this wants to go back in. So you're not going to see them today. I'll do Laserbeak and Ravage soon, and hopefully I'll get Rumble and Frenzy. Okay, onto the tape deck. It has a few cute little gizmos. It has a little volume device here. It has a hold button here. It has somewhere on it a little hole that you can plug in your headphones to. He's really kind of cool. It's for those kids in the 1980s that like to wear him on his belt and pretend they listen to real music. Anyways, that's on for the tape deck mode. The tape deck mode is nice. It's a tape deck. It looks like a tape deck. It even, if you open it up, has batteries. These later become the weapons. And that's actually the first stage of transformation. So let me just take these out. It even has a clip to put on your belt. So they put a lot of detail into them. You got the rub symbol right here. It's not showing up, but I'm going to just take these off to the side for a second. So on to Transformer Soundwave. He's very simple. And if you ever bought Titanium Soundwave, he's pretty much the same thing. Titanium Soundwave is a try to be like G1 Soundwave. So the first thing you do is you bring out these sections here. And bring them down. Bring them around. And flip the feet out. If the feet want to come out. There we go. So that's the feet. Next is flip the arms around. Have the fists come out. Then bring the head up. Spin it around. And last but not least is Soundwave. So we have to have his signature shoulder cannon. He doesn't use this in the show. I don't think so. Or if he does, he only uses it once. His gun is the other battery. Just release it like so. Extend it out. And you put the missile in. And there you go. That's Soundwave fully transformed. he is really, really nice G1 figure. Posability-wise, let me just bring this back here. He can bend at the knees, but in the wrong direction. He can bend at the elbows. His arms can move up. His legs can not really move much. It can twist left and right. And his head can turn left to right. So, for a G1 figure, he's fairly posable. I really like this figure. I always like Soundwave. He's one of my favorite characters. Some people don't like Soundwave because they find him very boring. But I do. I love Soundwave. He's a very popular figure. Shame they didn't put him in the movie. He might come in for the second movie. Let me just put him down there. Give you guys a good look at him. Like I said, this is a Toys R Us reissue. The only difference between this and the G1 is there's an extra space in there for more cassettes. He has a very Decepticon look. And if you look at his head, it's a Decepticon symbol. Prowl is the Autobot symbol, so a little tidbit of information there for you. Overall, this figure, I give a 9 out of 10. It is a great figure. It really is awesome. I love this figure. And he is one of the best G1 figures. Whether or not you like Soundwave, that's up to you, but you should pick up this figure just because it's fun. And the cassettes are really, really fun. Like I said, I will do a cassette review sometime shortly, because Ravage and Laserbeak both deserve their own little review. So does Rumble and Frenzy, and maybe even Ratbat and Buzzsaw, if I get them. But yeah, he is a great figure. He has a decent amount of detail to him, and the stickers work well with him. Finding this online, well, the original one you can get through a wide variety of prices. A lot of the originals are missing the gun or the shoulder cannon. You can get them around $30. The Toys R Us reissue, which I have here, you could probably get at cheapest $50. $40 to $50. So it depends on if you want to fork over the money. I definitely suggest getting the Toys R Us reissue, because it's basically just Soundwave, only with the extra tape deck. So it's better than getting the original. But if you have to, get the original, get the original. There's one complaint I have against Soundwave, and that is when you open up the tape deck, you take out the tape. Okay, let's see if this is going to work. There we go. You close up. His chest looks really, really crappy. It doesn't really have any detail to it, so you kind of need to keep the tape in there for it to look good. Yeah, whatever. But yes, this is Soundwave. He is a great figure. Great character. Like I said, he lasts through all of the series. And if you look at Season 4, he lasts through the Rebirth series. And Headmasters, he dies off. He fights Blaster. And apparently a diving elbow is enough to kill Soundwave. And he gets rebuilt into Sound Blaster, which is basically the same thing, only black and red as Sound Blaster. But again, Headmasters I don't follow because there's some things in Headmasters that just don't line up with Beast Wars. So, anyways, this is Soundwave. He is a great figure. Pick him up. Great character. If you don't feel like forking over the $40, which you should feel like you should do, you can buy his titanium version. Guys, the titanium is okay, but it's not that great. You need to get the original. He's just awesome. He really is. He looks great. His weapons look great. He's beautiful. I have a lot of requested reviews, just to let you guys know. A lot. So I'm going to try to push them out a lot as I can. A lot of you guys wanted Beast War characters, the Transmetal line. Like I said, I'm going to get in the Transmetal line once I'm done with the regular figures. So you have nothing to worry about that. Anyways, this is Skylinks and Soundwave and Ravage and Laserbeak. I'm going to say peace out for now. I'll be coming back with more reviews later. Adios.